Jason Gillette with the Grande Prairie Auto Group, and today I'm going to show you the 2011 Mitsubishi Outlander. This vehicle is fantastic. It's got rally-inspired design and power, and it also is styled after a jet fighter. So if you have a look at this vehicle, you see it's very streamlined, a very aggressive front grille. They actually did wind tunnel testing on this vehicle, and it beats out all its competitors for the amount of aerodynamics it has, which of course improves your fuel economy. Underneath the hood of this one, you have two engine choices. You can get a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, which is economical, or you can go with the rally-inspired 3-liter V6. Puts out about 230 horsepower and definitely makes this vehicle a lot of fun to drive. There's a lot of really nice features on the vehicle. They put a lot of thought behind the design, a lot of thought behind the innovation. Simple things like your headlights. This is actually called an SHID light. What's the S stand for? It's super wide. It means if you're driving along a side road, there happens to be wildlife in the ditches, gives you extra vision and extra time to react to that. Another nice thing on these vehicles is the fast key system. Fumbling around for keys is a thing of the past. Now, you simply push a button, the vehicle locks or unlocks at will. You open it up, you keep your key in your pocket, you can actually turnstile the ignition without having to reach for your keys. Let's go inside and have a look at some of the features inside the vehicle.
Alright, so we're inside the 2011 Mitsubishi Outlander, and being in the driver's seat of this vehicle is much like being in the cockpit of a fighter jet plane. They've designed everything to be a full disclosure for you. When you look, you've got sport gauges, and the readouts are all full diagnostic. You can actually go through and have a look and see what all of your temperature gauges read. Everything gives you precise information in real time. They've got a really nice layout for everything. It's easy to get at. They've also got a really nice available technology in the vehicle. Bluetooth, something people are taking for granted nowadays. Yes, it is standard on the Outlander, but it kind of goes above and beyond. You can actually stream the audio from your iPhone or your BlackBerry. You don't have to connect it via USB, and you can play all your music. Just hit play on your phone, plays through your stereo system. Also with that Bluetooth, you can connect up to 7 phones. So that means if you have a personal phone, a work phone, your spouse has a phone, all these phones can connect and it'll download all the contact lists from each one of them. Speaking of that audio system that you can stream to, it's actually a Rockford Fosgate stereo system. It's a 9-speaker system including a 10-inch sub that has 710 watts of power. And you can listen to it in a variety of different ways. Not only with the cell phone playing media back from there, but you've got Sirius satellite radio. If you open up your armrest here, you'll see that there's a USB connection for a memory stick, or you've actually got your old RCA connection as well. You've also got a 6-disc player. There's basically no way you can't listen to radio or CD or whatever media you want in the vehicle. I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple of the mechanical features because they've done a really good job on this. Like I said, the Mitsubishi Outlander is based on a Dakar Rally Champion. That's a huge race. It takes a lot of strength and a lot of durability to win that race, and that's something this vehicle prides itself on. One of the big things is its super all-wheel drive system. The super all-wheel drive system, why would it be different? Why would it be called super? Is it doesn't actually just have a center differential, it has a front differential, which means if it senses that power needs to be shifted from one of the front wheels to the other front wheel, it'll do that. And you've actually got 3 selectable modes for that. If you look down here, you'll see it says tarmac, so that's just dry pavement. If you want to go around a corner, if it starts losing traction, you start to brake free because you're going quick, it'll put power to the wheel it needs to. You can switch to snow, all switch on the fly. That's, of course, any slippery or snowy conditions, and then it's going to transfer the power maybe more front to the back as it needs to. And then you can actually lock it in. And that's if maybe you were going to go down to the river and you needed to crawl down the hill or crawl back up. Basically, you can leave it into snow or tarmac most of the time for your average everyday driving. Another really nice thing about this vehicle is the transmission. It's got a CVT transmission. You may have heard me said that before. It's a continuously variable transmission, which means that the engine decides on what type of power it needs from the transmission on the fly. There's no shifting or anything else. It's very smooth, very quiet, very enjoyable. And it also has, for those sport enthusiasts, a race-style transmission. And it's called Sport Track Transmission. What that does is you can actually take the gear shift, put it down into the sport mode, and push the lever up or pull it back to shift through your gears. Or if you don't want to do that, it's got these levers on the steering wheel. You just pull up or pull back to shift through your gears. And there's a nice little touch about these levers. I've seen them in other vehicles, but these ones are actually made of magnesium. Why would they use magnesium instead of regular plastic? Well, in the heat of the moment, you might pull a little hard and break the plastic. And using conventional metals, these might heat up in the sun if it was a really hot day. So now you can get inside your car in a 30-degree day in the summer, grab onto your paddle shifters, and not worry about burning your hands. Well, that's some of the features from the front of the vehicle. Let's go have a look in the passenger space.
Alright, as you can see, I'm in the rear of the vehicle. Plenty of space here, not only just legroom, but headroom as well. It's a great family vehicle. If you have a child seat, especially a rear-facing child seat, you need a little extra space. It'll definitely fit that in there nicely. They've also done a lot of nice little features, you know, as far as cup holders and bottle holders. In your doors, you've got bottle holders. In the middle, you have a nice console that also flips up to a cup holder. And they've done a great job as well on the fine details. The speakers that are in this door, they actually spent a little bit of extra time developing it to make it a nice speaker cabinet. What does that do? It helps project the sound and protect the speaker. What use is a nice Rockford Fosgate stereo system if you can't hear the clarity? Another really nice feature, and I'm just going to show you this. A lot of vehicles in this class do not have this. It's a beautiful feature. These seats actually slide back and forth as you need them to. What does that do? Well, if you have somebody with a little bit longer legs, it can slide it back, or this vehicle is available with third row seating, and that will give your rear occupants a little bit more room. Speaking of the rear, let's go have a look at the cargo space in the back of this. Okay, so we're around the back of the Mitsubishi Outlander now, and you'll see the styling isn't just aggressive in the front, it's also aggressive in the back. One of the nice things they've done is LED taillights. There's a couple benefits of the LED taillights that a lot of people don't know. Not only do they look nice aesthetically, they actually serve some function and purpose. They last a lot longer than a conventional bulb, and they turn on brighter and faster. Why might that be a benefit to anyone? Well, if you're on the highway at 110 kilometers an hour, and this turns on a fraction of a second faster than a conventional bulb, that could be hundreds of feet of stopping distance between you and the guy behind you. And that's a nice safety feature to have. Preventative safety measures are far more important than things like airbags. In my opinion, airbags are important, but I'd rather prevent the accident than deal with what's happening when it does happen. I'm going to open this up and show you the cargo space. It's actually 2,000 cubic feet in the back of this. So when you have a look in there, you'll see just tons and tons of room. A really nice feature they have, a flip-fold tailgate. Not only does it make it nice for things to slide in, but also if you happen to go down to the river with this vehicle, you can sit down here, you've got a nice stereo inside, subwoofer right here, listen to tunes, have a place to sit, you don't have to stand around and bring chairs. The vehicle comes optional as well with a third row seating. You say, where's the third row? Well, it's actually a nice little jump seat. Very simple to use, basically 3 steps. All you have to do is raise up the back of the seat here. And you've got your seat up. Now, people say, well, it's a little seat and, you know, we don't think we'll use that very often. That's true, but if you've ever been to a hockey game or a concert, you want to take a few friends, you don't want to pay for parking for 2 vehicles. You also want to try and get as close as possible, and when you leave, you want to be able to all meet up at one place, take one vehicle, use that extra jump seat once in a while. That's the back of the 2011 Mitsubishi Outlander. Let's go to the front and just recap a little bit. Okay, so that's our 2011 Mitsubishi Outlander. These vehicles start at $24,598. That's a really good price for something in this segment. And not only that, you get a really big bunch of extra value because the vehicle comes with a 10-year, 160,000 kilometer warranty. That means this vehicle is going to have warranty till 2021. You know, if you had a kid today, your kid would be 10 years old by the time that warranty was up. A really nice thing about a long warranty like that, no deductible. A lot of times if you do have a longer warranty, there'll be some kind of deductible, like $100. You don't have to deal with that. Even in 10 years from now, you can just bring it in and fix the problem. No problem. I'm Jason Gillette with the Grande Prairie Auto Group. I hope you enjoyed the video.